بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you, wherever you are. I welcome you again with this 23rd lecture in the series of the 40 Prophet Hadith about policy, ruling, and politics. And today the topic is about bribery. When it is a way to get a right or to push an aggression, it is forbidden. It is one of the biggest sins. The hadith of Abdullah ibn Amr, may Allah be pleased with them, the Prophet ﷺ cursed the one who gives the bribe and the one who receives it. And Albani, he corrected it. And before that, Allah said they are listening to the lies. They eat what is the corruption. He's describing some of the Jews at the time of the Prophet ﷺ in Al-Medina. They listen to lies. They eat money falsely. And if they come to you, the Hassan and Sa'id ibn Jubair, they said it is the bribery. And Allah Azza wa Jal said, do not eat the money between you falsely and give it to the rulers. So you take rights of some people unjustly, and you know. So it is one of the big sins. And in the hadith, Allah's messenger, he has cursed the person who gives the bribery and the one who receives it. And the one who get in between to allow such a transaction. At the time of the Prophet ﷺ, when the Prophet ﷺ sent Abdullah ibn Rawaha to the Jews of Bani Khaybar to see what they are required to pay from their date. And the kharaj, it is the term that is on the palm trees that you adjust or like you calculate to see how much they have to pay. So he said, from what he told them, what you have given the barber, it is, and we do not take it. It was very nice stand from a companion, because they tried to bribe him, and he said, we do not eat it, we do not use it. It was said that he came from the best people I love, and you are the worst people that are closer to the pigs and the monkeys. You think I'm gonna take a bribe from you, so I will be unjustly for your side instead. The one that I love, the one who sent me to establish justice, to establish fairness. So they told him, is your hatred to us is going to make us be unjust to us? He said, no, I will be just because Allah Azza wa Jal established heavens and earth on justice. And the curse is to get out of Allah's mercy. And if this is the punishment for those in this life, what about his situation in the hereafter? When Allah Azza wa Jal cursed, there is no one who's going to support him, no one's going to help him, no one's going to be able to benefit him. So it is, if there is punishment that is already decided by Allah Azza wa Jal, like for stealing or adultery, and some Allah Azza wa Jal has put threatened by punishment, torment, by getting out of Allah Azza wa Jal, out of His mercy. And that's one of the severe punishment from Allah Azza wa Jal, is to be out of Allah's mercy. Unfortunately, it's widespread nowadays. It becomes something that is followed everywhere. Actually, in some areas, it's very important. It's a necessity, because a lot of the people in their situation, they will not do people's interest unless they receive a bribery, and they will get some money, so they will seek the interest of people, and these are rights that for people that they should be get. So when the responsible person refuse to do his job unless you give him a bribe, he is someone who is in the hadith, the one who is taking that bribe, who is forcing people to give him bribe. So anyone nowadays, you cannot do anything in any country except by giving a bribe to the people in charge. And people cannot get their rights unless they provide some kind of bribe. And the person who received it, he is eaten sahtan and he deserves Allah's curse. Doom is the person who really takes that day lightly, the day of judgment. Islam forbid the gift to the employees. A public employee should not receive a gift. So you can make something easy. Even it is your right. Allah Azza wa Jalla forbidden. Allah Azza wa Jalla did not allow it. Because it took most of the bribery. So how about imagine the bribery? The hadith that the Prophet ﷺ used one of the people of Asd, and he is named Ibn Utayba or Lutbiya, to go and get some zakah money. So when he came back, he said, "This is for you and this is for me." So the Prophet ﷺ stood up on the member and he said, after thanking Allah Azza wa Jal and glorify him, he said, "What about an employee I sent him?" He said, "This is you and this is give for me. Why don't he sit in his own house, in his mother or father's house, and see if he will get a gift by Allah's by the one who has my soul? None of you will get any of it. He will come at the day of judgment, he will hold it on his neck, whether it is a camel or a cow or a goat, and he said 3 times, "Oh Allah, I have delivered, oh Allah, I have delivered, and oh Allah, I have delivered." And the hadith of Adi ibn Qudura, he said, the Prophet Muhammad said, whomever we used him on an action and he took anything more what for some for himself, it will be something that he will come against him at the day of judgment. The bribery is very common nowadays, and it has different names that are deceiving, like gift, fees, a sweet deal to sweeten the deals, and they are trying to deceive Allah, but Allah deceived them. Allah said, "Do you want me to tell you about the most losers in this life? Is the ones whose action is very wasted, and they think they are doing a good job." So the bribery is one of the big sins. They are kicked out of Allah's mercy. But if the person who needs his right cannot do that, get his right except by giving that bribery, the scholar, they said, then he has allowed to do it, and the forbidden on the person who took it, not the one who is given it, because some of the contract could be wrong from both sides, could be one and allowed from the other, or could be permissible from both sides. So the one that is one side and the other side is the bribery, when it is the only way to prevent harm or to gain an interest or some of your rights. only by doing that, then this is the only way that to do it. It's not like you wanted to, but it is imposed on you. Uh, so it is allowed for the person who gives it, but not on the person that takes it. Because it's forbidden on the person who takes it, because he's the one who established that wrongdoing. And from the proof, what Imam Ahmad narrated from Ibn Khattab, that the Prophet ﷺ said, one of them, he will ask me the matter, and I give it to him. So he is taking it, holding it, and it's nothing but a piece of fire. Then why you give it to him? They refuse except to tell me, and Allah don't want me to be miser. So the Prophet ﷺ used to give the money, and it is forbidden on them. But he wanted to take, not to be a miser, stingy. Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah said, if someone gave him a gift so he could stop the harm on, or to give him his right, that gift is forbidden on the person who takes it, and it will be allowed for the person who gave it. Just like the matter of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say that I will give one of you the gift to the end of the hadith. And also he mentioned that you can bribe the person to stop the aggression, not for any other reason. So one of the things he said, whomever gave a gift to a person, so he will get, that was not allowed, it is forbidden on both of them. And this is from the one that the Prophet ﷺ has talked about. But if he gave him a gift so he can stop his aggression, or to give him his right, it will be forbidden on the one who takes it, and allowed to the person who gave it to him. Just like the Prophet ﷺ used to say, I will give one of them the gift, he takes it as hellfire. He said, why you give it to him? He said, they refuse except to ask me, and Allah refused that. They want me to be miser. To stop the one from doing the aggression, or the, and he's forbidden on him. One of the scholars said, what is mentioned in the bribery, what is given to get the right, or to prevent harm. And it's forbidden on the person that takes it when he is not allowing his right to be given except by that bribe. If he could do it without that, it's not allowed. But if that's the only way, then it is allowed. And 27. The and you don't get sinned by giving it to the ruler if you are trying to prevent harm, evil. But the person who takes as a one of the astrologers, if the money they take, so they could do astrology for people and give them false information, this is forbidden for both sides. And the Prophet ﷺ mentioned the bribery, and The exception is the one who is fearful for himself or his life or harm to be happen to him or his family. And with that, there is other examples in fiqh, just like in the book, what is known for الزركشي and the Shafi'i madhab. In summary, that we want to conclude in this area that it is allowed to pay the bribery and it's forbidden on the person that takes it, but with the two conditions. You are paying it to gain right or to prevent some kind of harm, but if you pay it what you don't deserve, it is forbidden on you. The second matter, there's no other way to get your part except with that. This is the summary of what is about the bribery. We'll conclude today inshallah. We'll continue next time. سبحانك الله بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.